Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Red Alert 3 replay. Spawn on the right side as the orange allies, we have MasterMind. Spawn on the left side as the red allies, we have Alecandr2, who spawn actually as random, not as allies. Looks like, of course, got a lot of walls, something's going down. Not a big surprise. We do have a boot camp. I'm definitely a bit rusty at casting because of my root canal and I haven't casted in a couple weeks. We do got a power plant here, fast airfield here, no boot camp. Vindicator will likely be out soon, going for a ore refinery likely next. There is a multi-gun turret, so there's a walls being built. He does spot the airfield, and that's Apollo first. Okay. Apollo first, not Vindicator? That has to be a mistake, right? I have a feeling that may be a mistake. We do have some peacekeepers right here. And the first Vindicator is out. Multiple javelin troops have been deployed on out. And there's a pretty good garrison here. One does not connect. He does get the dog there, but does not get any javelin troops. He does escape out with the Vindicator. About one missile remaining of health. It's going to go to the health bars. We see a lot of extra health bars, but I think we need to pull it up so we get better tracking on the Vindicator health. Because at this point in time, the Vindicator health is quite volatile, susceptible. Not sure what word to best use for that at this current time. We do got two Vindicators out now. Third Vindicator being deployed now. Of course, we've got two ore refineries. Dog is not blocking the deployment location. I believe it needs to be a bit more right here. And Peacekeeper's not pushing the way forward. We'll spot the uncaptured oil derrick. He could try to deploy out a multi-gunner IFV in order to get an engineer there. He doesn't need to take time to capture it. He just needs to tap it with his wrench and able to capture it. Two Apollos has been deployed on out by Orange. He went for fast airfield, knowing his opponent will likely go for a counter airfield. So going out second Apollo is actually a good idea in order to claim air superiority since he banks so much on air superiority. Hopefully, he saw the two Apollos, right? So likely he will go for a third Apollo, I'm guessing. But that is just a guess. Looks like more bombs raining on the structure there by Orange. Two Apollos engaged. I think Orange got the first strike, but second Apollo has been deployed out by, or third Apollo has been deployed out by Red. This Apollo will need to fall back sooner rather than later because he will get gunned down while going to the deck. And he will need to fall back. The Apollos, no deaths on both sides, which will favor Orange because Red needs to secure kills going for three Apollos. Orange just needs to make sure his stuff stays alive. That is his primary goal. Boot camp. Boot camp has deployed it now. I probably would have gone a little bit closer to the oil derrick to get an engineer immediately into there with minimal, let's see, minimal possible chances of failure. That's probably a better word for it, a singular word. But we do have full air superiority by Red. He needs to make sure he secures kills with these Apollos. If not, it is generally a bit wasteful, other than warding off the Vindicator runs. A pair of dogs coming forward, spread out quite widely. We got a good number of javelin troops here, and many inside the garrison as well. The dog's going to go for the kill. He could have got the kill there. He probably would have lost the dog in return, but that would be a good trade for the dog. A dog-eat-dog world, and we do got these dogs pushing way forward. The orange dog is still alive. So there is a lack of peacekeepers on Red, but as long as the dog's in the region, it will deny the usage of his opponent's peacekeepers, and even if he does activate shield mode, he will still deny him from being utilized as peacekeepers with dogs. A lot of dogs have been deployed now. We do have, of course, a multi-gun turret. It does gun down the dogs, making the ATF quite proud. And this dog could actually got a kill there, one of those javelin troops if he was paying a bit more attention. Another boot camp has been deployed. Orange Apollo's advancing. Can be a bit hard to tell whose Apollos that is, because it does look partially red to me. Orange and red, they don't exactly stand out towards each other. Red is currently low on power, likely deploying out a power plant here, though it seems like building a little bit slow for a power plant. Maybe it's low in income. Infantry being deployed on out as well. Yeah, that has to be a power plant, because nothing would be with a slower build rate. Anything else would be even slower than that. Another power plant course has been deployed now. We've got multiple Riptides pushing the way forward. We may see some infantry in the back of them. He's noticed about the 4 Apollos, so it's likely he will not be facing against any additional Vindicators. But he will, of course, have access to other things such as Cryoblast and Cryocopters. Does start gunning down all these wall segments, does take out the power plant as well. Multiple 5 javelins, all laser locked, not spread out, which could be actually a little bit dangerous if that one got picked off individually. Probably a better idea to split out his forces. Oh, nope, that was an orange dog right there. Red does bark in order to make sure he does get the kill there. Does got scarce inside the ACVs once again, even while stunned. And he is gunning down all the dogs. And all the dogs are down. He can now redeploy out those javelin troops, but there's still a handful of peacekeepers in this region. Sorry about that, I had to reach over to my other... Never mind. My phone was ringing a little bit, was just... Here's what it was. I hear a Cryoblast here on top of the power plant, which is actually... He doesn't secure the kill, but this stops the power, which allowed him to take on these multi-gunner turrets. An excellent engagement there. These Guardian takes immediately just charging forward. He is going to lose all of his multi-gunner turrets. Great crushes there. Was it cost-effective? Yes, but he may have been needed more than just cost-effective. Peacekeepers do knock back each other. Dog does get a nice bark off there, but he needs more dogs. He needs more forces. He does get more and more barks off there. There's still a Peacekeeper here, veteran. And these guys are going to cover off the from the barks. Aside, we do have these javelin troops here, but the wall summons are being rebuilt. Fresh Guardian Take needs to charge forward. The boot camp is down. And the Guardian Tank does go down. MCV probably should have packed it up and used its own assault vehicle. Guardian Tank getting a great crush there, getting some good splits, which reduces damage output of these forces. Long time for this MCV to charge forward. More and more splits coming forward. Peacekeepers are here. That's not what he wants to crush. He needs to crush the javelin troop. One of them has a laser lock on him. MCV does go down. We got the airfield still here, but I think Red has won the game. He's on overall on this area. No, there is still a naval docks yard. No, the sea economy. And the fact he's evacuating his aircraft, he's not eyeing surrender just yet. He's deploying out an MCV, looks like. But with no income at sea, how much income does Orange has? He does have 3,000. And MCV is what, 5,000? He has enough to get MCV out, but not enough for... He needs to sell off these structures. That may give him enough in order to deploy out a refinery at sea. He can also deploy, sell off the command hub for income as well, and perhaps as well. But at this point in time, it's not like he can win. At this point in time, it's probably best to back out of the game. His opponent has a massive ground army, but not realizing it, these javelin troops are still going at it. He does take out another ore collector there, and is able to gun down the dogs that come out. He needs stop throwing stuff there. Reinforcements coming back to support his forces. Does laser lock down the boot camp. It's not as dire as of Orange as I first thought. Sure, Red has a massive ground army, but he lost significant amounts of infrastructure. Doesn't have enough power for these multi-gun turrets. Perhaps deploying out the MCV would have given enough power for it. Red has 1 refinery income, which is plenty, 2 refineries, so Red is in a great position here. Starting to laser lock down these power plants. Takes the heroic side of these javelin troops. He does hop inside of that one. Will lose 1 of these javelin troops. Does lose the other one as well. I don't think the javelin troops inside this one here. So, Orange is on the back foot, period. He may or may not have enough for a refinery. If you can take out some of these ore, this prospector, you can deploy it, sell it, deploy it, sell this one. A multi-gun turret could be kept alive. You could sell off the airfield. He has no power. The MCV, or some power, goes in for a bomb run there. It will chill it. Won't be enough to get the complete freeze there. And now he wasted all his bombs. These guys are going to be burning up a bit now. Yeah, I can see the damage is being inflicted. He should not have wasted his bombs there. He does deploy another power plant. He could sell off these multi-gun turrets. That's a lot of income he can get, cash bounty or cash rebate. It's always out a Riptide here. He must be not eyeing for any sort of income. He may not have enough in the first place. Plenty income for Red. Plenty stored up, but no! The Javelin troops takes out the MCV! Okay, that is massive. Red has only harvester production, collector production. At this point in time, it can be a stalemate if Oranges lose too much, because technically his MCV is still at sea. Over here, we have 6,000. Selling off the seaport, selling off the command hub should give enough for a refinery, right? And he still actually has the oil there. And he's going for a refinery now, yeah. He has plenty of money to get out a refinery. He just needs to buy his time, sell some wall segments while at it. Orange has won the game. He has nothing left, but he has more than his opponent. Oh, thank you to follow, Mitch Master 1899. But yeah, Orange has won the game. Though, wait a second. How far can laser locks go? The Riptides need to make sure they pull back for the damage. That sort of scared me because I all of a sudden heard, alright, who's my first pickup when I was not expecting it. But yeah. He does have vision of the ore refinery. A laser lock may be close enough, but he only has peacekeepers remaining. He does have some javelin troops here. 1 of them heroic, 1 of them veteran, 2 of them heroic. An unvetted one there. But that's still... He needs to make sure he gets these guys back to the seaport to get repairs. He does this one foolishly, but this veteran one can get healed up. Get a fully heroic could be very useful in getting on the infantry. Run some field tests. Oh, he still has an airbase. And deploying a command hub, he's going to get a lot of cryocopters. Okay, that's something big. His opponent still has an Apollo, no airbase, but has ammo for the Apollo. So you can actually deploy cryocopters. Which he could freeze it and then... No, he can't deploy out protocols such as surgical strikes or time bombs. Can you deploy time bombs at sea? I honestly don't know if you can or can't. You hardly see it, you hardly use it. But cryocopters could freeze everything. And then perhaps somehow let them die and crush structures underneath them? At this point, it's a pretty big stalemate, but Orange needs to bide the time. Get a lot of Riptides. That's probably the best thing to fight against infantry. Does freeze on the oil derrick, so he will deny the income. Could sell off these multi-gunner turrets and may put them... No, he will be on low power this entire time, but could give him some cash to spend. The last time I checked, he has 7,000 credits, so he has plenty of income for the rest of the game. He does. Oh wait, no, of course. Wait. Oh, he must have sacrificed one of his Apollos. He had a whole bunch of them, so he sacrificed one of the Apollos in order to get out Vindicators. The Apollos must have been all shot down by the hydrofoils, so now he can deploy out Vindicators. Okay. Red still can freeze and kill off this infrastructure. I'm such an idiot. Why did I forget Vindicators? He will be able to pull out Centurion bombers, right? You need max clearance, and you need... Right? You need max clearance for that. Or was it hydrogen clearance? Probably not worth it to go for Centurion bombers anyways. Or Sentry bombers, not Centurion. Let's see now. I could have sworn this was teched up, right? That's how you got crowdcopters. I must be going crazy. Maybe that's not the right command post. But Apollo's pushing way forward. He will spot Orange's single Apollo there. And now we've got hydrofoils and riptides making a naval assault. And those hydrofoils are out of range, so the crowdcopters do have all the time in the world to freeze this stuff, but they... Well, not really all the time in the world, because it's slowly being gunned down. He needs to start repairing this up. He should have plenty of income. Yeah, repairing up. Not repairing up right now is a foolish waste of opportunity, because he has 13,000 credits. He can be wasteful in his credits. Over here, he is focusing down over here. Does freeze that. And he must not be paying attention to this. Yeah, he's not paying attention to that, unless he's going all in. But the Apollos only have limited number of ammo. And the hydrofoil was not cleaned up. He does take up the crowdcopter here. Red's making some massive mistakes. And now there's a elite hydrofoil here, and no more airfield. Does destroy out that ore refinery there. Wait. Yeah, he's the one that has his MCV. He can pull out protocols. Doesn't freeze down some of these hydrofoils. This Vindicator looks like it's burning up over time. No, they are not burning up over time. Or no, the Vindicator is, but not the Apollo. Orange's base is... I don't know why that was just a bit humorous to me. But he's burned up, ran out of fuel. Okay, I must be going crazy. Right? There it is. Construction yards now being frozen. Deploying, redeploying, but that's not reset the chilled effect. You can see it's growing more and more blue. But he is interrupting the targeting, which is actually important. These guys must not be set to aggressive. So he's actually stalling out by reducing the amount of time he's firing, not necessarily resetting freeze effect. Riptide's still very much alive, and looks like Red has surrendered. Big blunders by Red. Losing that airfield when he had a good opportunity to save it, to say the least. By the way, this is Alecandr2 saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.